Om Sadashivasamrambha Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parampara Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheswara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahi Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mahavidyushavahiti Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Verse number 16. Mana prasada samyatvam maunamatma vinigraha bhava sanswadhirityetat tapo manasamuchyate. So we are talking about this tapas straight away, that still we are in manasam tapa. So manasam tapa, this is called discipline of mind. So manaha prasadaha, so mental cheerfulness, the first. And of course, saumyatvam, gentleness. We have discussed in details. Then maunam. So maunam has got two meaning. One is when maunam is in the level of back tapas, it is called that maintaining silence. Whereas when we say maunam, here called absence of pressure to talk. So basically, what happens while we maunam? Generally, we have this called mental noise. So mental noise means that different type of thoughts or a given thoughts or few thoughts keeps coming. Especially unwanted thoughts keeps coming. That's the right one. So when these unwanted thoughts keeps coming, so it creates a lot of disturbance in me. And that creates noise. So that is called as mental noise. So here mauna means freeing oneself from mental noise. So that means I don't allow my noise to continue. Because noise has to come, there is no choice. Suppose when I don't agree certain cases, certain situations, definitely there has to be some noise. But I don't allow that noise to continue in my mind. Because what happens the moment I allow that noise to continue in my mind, first problem will be, instead of mind being my instrument, I become instrument of my mind. Very simple. And once I become the instrument of my mind, the noise will keep increasing and of course will be visible externally. So that's why here maunam, we say willfully, carefully, you don't allow the mind to accelerate its noise. That's why working on that, how to free myself from mental noise means unwanted thoughts. So that's why what I need to do here is, the moment I start developing a set of healthy thought, automatically the unwanted thoughts will have no impact or less impact in the beginning. Then comes Atma Vinigraha, mastery over mind. Because again, what happened is, as we say all the time, mind has to be my instrument. So if my mind is not instrument, automatically I become mind's instrument. So here when it says Atma Vinigraha, Atma means your mind, okay? So here Atma means being mind. Atma Vinigraha we say mastery over mind. So when a person does maunam, especially automatically or in gradual process, Atma Vinigraha has to happen. Then next comes Bhava Sansudhi. So Bhava Sansudhi means, if we see, so Bhava means motive. Samsiddhi means purity. So purity of motive. So that means what? Free from hidden motive, hidden agenda. Because what happened most of the time, I present myself differently in front of others. So when I present myself differently in front of others, that means I am not an open person. So when I am not an open person, always I do not go round, never come to the point. And if you observe, when I go round, not clear in my approach because there is some type of fear, rejection, many other things in me. Let me not get into psychological aspect here. But here, in short, that I think something, but I present differently. So when I am not open, so definitely I am not going to receive the best either. But problem with me is I don't want to be open, but everybody must be open. I don't want to be transparent, but everybody must be transparent with me. How is it possible? How? The point here is that, so when this purity of motive means freeing one's own self from hidden agenda, hidden motive. So put together says that here called manasam tapah iti uchyate. Iti etat uchyate manasam tapah. So with this, now very carefully, the instrument wise, three types of tapah being discussed. Now, next 17, 18, and 19 will be talking based on guna. So when it talks about guna, let us read so that it becomes easier. Sraddhaya parayat taptam tapastat trividham naraihi afalakankshiभिः युक्तैः सात्विकं परिचक्ष्यते. So that's why when we take the text, any mistake is there, we can find out here. So in the type there is afalakankshiभिः, not kankshiभिः in Sanskrit, whatever text I have provided to you all. So afalakankshiभिः युक्तैः सात्विकं परिचक्ष्यते. So that means what? Parichakshate. So they declare. So who, why they declare? So the people, those who follow tapas, the Shastra declares. So what? Tat trividham tapaha. That the threefold discipline. And of course, taptam, which is practiced. I'm just reading whatever I have given, okay? No, I'm not doing anything, okay? Simple. Don't break your head too much. Paraya Sraddhya. So we'll be coming from here. So paraya shraddhaya, with complete shraddha. We'll be going one step another, don't worry. By whom? Narehi, by those people. And who are they? Yuktaihi. So yuktaihi means, we have put it here, who are disciplined. So here yukta means the one who is united. So those who are united. So there is a togetherness. So that's why I put it discipline. We'll be seeing this later on. Then, of course, the last one says that aphala kangshibi. So those who do not have any expectation of result. And of course, we have to add what? Other than mental purity, chitta suddhi. That always to be added, or else everything will go other way around, okay? So there will be no interest to do anything. So what is there? Why to waste my time? So not like that. So that's why then he says that is called Satvikam iti. Now, when Lord Krishna gives a few, uh, let us say points. The first one, he says, look, paraya shraddhaya. So paraya shraddhaya, that we saw as what? Complete shraddha. If you want to say ultimate shraddha, because ultimate shraddha, there is no limitation. In fact, people will say, I had ultimate shraddha for him or her. Look what happened to me. So what does that ultimate shraddha? Don't ask me, okay? I completely dedicated to him or her. My life was dedicated, complete surrender, complete shraddha, complete faith, complete trust. Look, my trust is shattered. You understand? Have you ever heard this sort of statement from somebody or another? Definitely, okay? It's every day you hear, okay? If not, at least listen to your mind, okay? I am betrayed. Eh? So why you betrayed? Because you think you had ultimate shraddha. This is paraya shraddha, okay? So para shraddha you had. The ultimate shraddha is not like that. I'm sorry. The shraddha was not complete. So your shraddha, you did shraddha, please understand. Or you had shraddha, not you have shraddha. If you have shraddha, you will never say this. Remember. If you have shraddha, you will never say this statement. Do you know what? I had complete again, I trusted, I surrendered, I dedicated completely. I did not look at me at all. Everything I did for her or him. You understand? The moment you use this word, that means you had your motive agenda. It's very clear. That's why when you talk, you should know very clearly what is your limitation. Where is you are restricting yourself. So, but here we use this word that parashraddha only is a discipline. Whereas the shraddha according to your convenient or for a purpose, we'll be seeing, of course, as a rajasam later on, that is something common to everyone. So you surrender for a purpose. You trust for a purpose. Like in India, some people make trust. to convert black money into white money into black money. All over the world, okay, it is there. Don't worry. So the trust concept itself is that, okay, because it came from Britishers again. The Britishers have contributed a lot to the world, okay. So anyway, let me not get into too much. Doesn't look nice. So here, how a person, let us say, pretends to bend down, pretends to surrender, pretends to trust, and always looks for a price, a reward. Is it clear? I remember one incident, like in school days, it was ridiculous. Means how this Britishers again have destroyed the value concept because they were valueless people. If you say the Britishers didn't have value at all. Like, for example, they came to India for what? To do business, begged. And out of compassion, a king offered, okay, you can do business, absolutely no problem. And they created this called East India Company. So Bharat, they came to Bharat. They did not come to India, okay? They came to Bharat. And of course, begging, got a chance to do just business. Okay, the person said, okay, no problem, you can do business. Then after that, what happened? East India Company, a small company, started ruling the huge nation. And of course, our bald fellow converted that country as India behind or after a company. What a ridiculous man that fellow was. Yeah? Don't forget that, okay? That Pakistan and East Pakistan, the corridor, because of which Nathuram Goddess did it. Thank God. Or else today, we would not have been able to talk. There would not have any knowledge in India. Disaster would have happened by this time. Thank God, Nathuram Goddess made a mistake. He did lately, okay? Coming back. Why I'm bringing this thing? He had also Shraddha for India. That fellow had also Shraddha for India. More Shraddha for Britishers than for Indians. You understand? He were loyal to Muslims. Let us not get into. That's why here I stress this thing. When we go to school, we used to go to school. From there, I stressed unnecessarily. When we go to school, look, to have full attendance is a duty of a student. To go to school every day is, there's nothing to be asked. But when a child is having full attendance, gets a reward. 100% attendance. What a ridiculous attitude, can you see? Value system. This is by Britishers, okay? You understand that? So that means if I am dedicated, if I have Shraddha, I must be rewarded. If I am looking for reward in the name of Shraddha, that means what? That is not ultimate Shraddha. No, I need at least appreciation. You understand? Acknowledgement. I get this complete, okay? That's why I'm repeating very carefully, okay? So again, it shows the Shraddha is not complete. Continuing, or else I'll be going. Then second one says, after this Paraya Shraddhaya, so next one we can look at as that Yuktaihi. Okay, Aphala Kankshibi, then we'll go to Yuktaihi. So Aphala Kankshibi, because already we have discussed without expecting any result. Because generally all Shraddha has its own price tags, if nothing else. At least I have what? Here that I should have some acknowledgement. And moreover, one should also understand very carefully when I have Shraddha, Shraddha not because of something. There should not be any because. So because Shastra says, I should have Shraddha. Some people say, oh, I don't have Shraddha because Shastra says, because my health did not permit, because there is one, I call him, he's a big fellow, but I call him a joker, great singer in India. So because his family, somebody became sick. So because in the family, the sickness went away, I don't want to get in details, that fellow's Shraddha got converted to one religion to another religion. And he converted his name and whatnot, he did it. Big fellow he is in India, okay? Very big fellow. All over the world he's a big fellow. So now he says, I am a great follower or a devotee or whatever of this religion, whatever. Now tell me, is it great or there is some hidden agenda? So that's why one has to be say that I should not have Shraddha. This is the main point. I should not have Shraddha because of some pressure. Because Shastra says, because Guru says, because I am helpless, because I need recognition, because I need appreciation, because I have this, because I have that. You understand? Or if nothing, because of my sense of loss. If I don't bend down, what will happen? I'll be nobody, nowhere. Like I lose my minister post if I don't bend down to prime minister. And that was very nicely visible those days in Chennai, okay? So before going to meet somebody, one chief minister, like how you go to a temple. So you have to remove one layer after dress. So finally, you have to bend down, or else next moment you are out. So we have all sort of examples. Don't worry, okay? Politically, and finally says yukte. So yukte means actually yukta means uniting. So being united, togetherness. So here I put it as a discipline. But who are disciplined? So what is the discipline? Yukta means the mind and your action, of course, in between verbal, three should be synchronized. So Shraddha, that is in your mental level, is being expressed through your mouth, also accordingly bend down. That's why in the culture, especially in teaching, why we highlight this. That while doing namaskaram, especially in culture we had, now things have gone, like this Abhivadana comes, for example's sake. Of course, nowadays Abhivadana is just to proudly announce how stupid I am, okay? Nothing else, okay? After Abhivadana, everything is wrong, okay? So Abhivadana means, one has to announce who is the person, belongs to which Veda, which Sakha, which Gotra, and finally what is the name of the person. So that means a person mentally completely bends down, also in word also bends down, and physically bends down. So that means it is aligned properly. We say aligned person is a disciplined person. If there is no alignment in me, I may do any sort of discipline. Remember that discipline is for the sake of showing up. So that's why alignment is must. Is very easy word, alignment, but it's very difficult. And what trouble it creates, better, especially when your tires, when you drive the car, your wheel becomes de-aligned. What happens to you? You know that. Especially in Himalayas, I see better, okay? What happened in Himalayas, nice observation. In Himalaya, when the vehicle comes with this, all these big pebbles and whatnot, so definitely the wheel become de-aligned. And here you go in a less speed, you don't understand because they are everywhere pebbles. So you hold the steering strongly, somehow you go. But when the road is good, plain road, nice road, what happens? When your car is not aligned, what happens to you? You try to take it towards left, that fellow goes towards right. Does it happen or not? Have you not observed that? So that means you understand. That's why we say, how to know whether it's aligned or not. In a plain road, leave your steering and drive. If the vehicle is able to move straight without going towards left or right, that means your wheel is aligned. Does not need, realignment, if I'm right. Now let us look at mind. So mind, when goes through difficulties, all sort of pebbles hitting left, right, back, front, then what happens? Gets de-aligned. Now I am so acquainted with the pain, and all the time pain is there, difficulties are there. I never understand that my mind is de-aligned completely. And once in a while, when I come across nice plain surface, also there is a fear. Oh, what will happen? Why I am happy today? Why everything is normal today? There are people complain. Swamiji, I am afraid. It looks to me everything is normal today. Yes, it's true. What can you do? Please invite some more problem, okay? However, that's why realignment has to be done. And he says, look, these people, those who are really, because of alignment, they are integrated, means intellectually, emotionally, and externally, they are integrated. And of course, this is being practiced without any expectation of result. Those people are called Satvikam iti. Okay, I would like to know who are Rajasam. I was thinking to complete Rajasam and Tapasam. Let us read. Satkara mana pujartham tapo dambhena chaiva yata kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalamadhruvam. Once you understand what is Sattvika, don't worry, Rajasam and Tamasam very easy. Rajasam is very easy for you, don't worry, okay? Because all are master in this. So starting with that. So it is also a discipline. So tat tapaha, that discipline is not a joke, it's big discipline, okay? Yat kriyate, again, which is performed for what? Dambhena. So there is dambha. Dambha means with pretension. So there is, some type of pretension. So with pretense. And what, for what? What sort of pretension? Satkara mana pujartham. For the sake of praise, honor, and worship. And of course, in that comes attention, blah, blah, everything, okay? And of course, says that, look, proktam iha eva rajasam iti is said to be rajasic. And not only that, most important things, chalam and adhrubam. So these disciplines result is chalam. So chalam means what? Temporary, keeps moving, shaky, uncertain. So in short, it's called temporary. And of course, adhrubam, it does not last long. Uncertainty is there. Now, when we look at this, that you know better. So that means whenever I express myself with all these, conditions, look, I need attention. That's why somebody said, as long as you give me power and positions, like, in political parties. It's very nice thing to observe, okay? In political parties, what they do, as long as I have a role in the party and the party gives him power position, even if not in power, that long I am, a devoted, loyal party worker. The moment party does not give me, next day I don't mind to jump to another party or form a new party. So sometimes when they do you laugh or not? Now look at yourself, your surrender. So you surrender to a person, also sometimes including God. For what? So, oh God, as long as you take care of my this, that's the least, okay? That long, every day coconut for you, especially Ganapati, poor Ganapati, okay? And if that fellow doesn't fulfill one out of 99 or out of 100, 99 is being fulfilled, but one is not fulfilled, which is supposed to be very important for you, think. What happens? You have promised 100 coconut. Tell me, how many coconuts you are going to break? Will you break 99? Because look, I had promised for 100 things for 100 coconut. Now you have fulfilled 99. One you did not fulfill. Now at least let me be very honest. Let me break 99. Will you do that? In fact, you'll never go to there. You did not fulfill that. What sort of God you are? That's why every temple, every place has to be marketed. No, if you come to this temple, that temple, this will happen, that will happen. Then people go crazy. And don't worry, by default, 40% people will get result, okay? Because it is your own faith takes care of it. However, let me not get into too much. So here it says that, look, I always surrender. I always have Shraddha. I always dedicate myself for someone, if you want to use a different language carefully, for a purpose. With my hidden agenda, with my insecurity, that I at least to be taken care, I at least to be, appreciated, I need to be acknowledged. Forget about other things. Of course, there are bigger agendas. I don't want to get in. So it means it is not sattvic, it is rajasic. Nothing wrong in it, having rajasic. But the problem here is rajasic means what? He says, chalam adhruma iti, adhrubam iti. This is the most dangerous thing. So that which is uncertain, that which is not permanent, temporary. So when it is uncertain, it is moving shaky. That means this person always will be a volatile person. Always will have fear. Always will feel challenged. And always will think maybe some other person will do better things, will take over. That's why in the temple there is a big crowd. They fight, they try to prove who can be closer to God, who can be a better devotee to the God. And of course, in a relationship, you know better. So that's why this is called as Rajasam. I'll take one more minute, 2 minutes, let us extra for completing Tamas also. मूढग्राहेणात्मनो यत् पीडया क्रियते तपः परस्योत्साधनार्थं वा तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्. Tat tapah, that tapas or discipline, yet of course kriyate, which is practiced, pidaya atmanah. So here pidaya atmanah, by afflicting one's own body. It's a big way we'll be seeing. And of course, mudha grahena. So what is called this mudha grahena? So mudha grahena means out of this erroneous notion. So what is that? That also we'll see. Va or parasya utsjara. Sanskrit better to look at. Parasya utsadanartham. So in order to destroy others, for the destruction of others. And he says very nicely, here is called what? Udahrutam is said tamasam. Tamasic iti. Now when we look at, is it okay to go a little more or shall we stop it here? All of you are okay? Okay, fantastic. So we'll take a little bit more time. Okay. So he says, look, so tamasic tapas also is a value for people. But the problem here is it has its own limitation that you have to understand. Especially, I can use this word is called, when you go to buy sandalwood. Let us look at sandalwood as the, ingredient. There are different types of sandalwood. All are sandalwood. Swamiji, to understand. The first type of sandalwood is that which is okay, from whom they have not extracted oil at all. This is the first category of sandalwood. That cost will be entirely different. Second category of sandalwood is, you know what? They have not only extracted oil, there is a method, also they have processed. And the third category of sandalwood is that it is just, nothing, just sandalwood powder without anything. They add some essence. But all are sandalwood. If you take to the lab, I'm not talking about fake sandalwood. Okay, that is another thing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about sandalwood as such. Because sandalwood is being charged, the price of it depends upon the potency of its oil. Remember, this is the trick, okay? If more oil is there in the sandalwood, more costly. If oil is not there, it is not costly. Now, how we do the gradation in the sandalwood? Same thing also here. This tapas related to Shraddha. Now also we have some gradation based on what? Based on our motive. But remember, all are values. Only problem is one is ultimate, other one is its own limitations, and the third one is not that great at all. That's why we says what? Here, the person has got what? Mudha grahena, a false notion. The person practices with a false notion. So this false notion, what? If you observe, especially in Puranas, so a lot of people do tapas. For what? To take revenge. And they do really ghora tapas, not ordinary tapas. So that means they have a notion. So unhealthy notion, inferior, resolution that I will blah, blah, blah. Forget about that. Now I'll come, forget about Purana. So now I am dedicated to prove that I am good or I was right. So is it a false notion or not? Like, especially this, again, because I'm bringing the political example so that you can relate better way, okay? So you are in one political party, you are unwanted, they did not give you poster, this and that. What you do? So you jump from one political party to another political party. So there you get importance, you do everything, blah, 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 you go up. So what is your agenda there? You think you are loyal to that party? No. You are loyal to yourself. And you did everything to prove yourself. Same thing also here. These people are more religious sometimes. These people are definitely fanatic. These people are more externally disciplined. Of course, they are very rigid. Morning they have to get up, they have to get up. They have to, for example, all these yoga people, they have to practice yoga means they have to practice. They have to do this, they have to do that, because they have to prove that they are someone or they are right. So that means what? Here the notion is wrong. They have inferior resolution. That is just for revenge. That's why we say that is called unhealthy revenge. That's why if you see, they don't bother, they don't mind. A lady called Amba in Mahabharata, she was so angry just to take a revenge. She did tapas and she was born back as eunuch just to take revenge on Vishwa, nothing else. Her target was, I don't bother. Whatever may happen, I can be born as eunuch. It's amazing, because I don't want to get into personal issues. It's not right in my path. There are many instances we have how a person does all sort of things to make sure that to take revenge. And of course, they do not treat their body, they do everything. And in fact, they get more energy to do all these things. Okay. So that's why he says, look, they are called, Atmaha, we call them. They are the destroyer of themselves. So they give pida to Shariram. Of course, when they give pida, pida means, harm. And of course, they create harm for the society. So that means what? Very clearly, these people are negative people. So they try everything to destroy others, but in reality, they destroy themselves. Especially if you look at all the business people. They work to destroy the competitor. So everything they do just to destroy the competitor. So which category they come under? They do come under this tamasa tapas. More of it we will see. Om Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all of you.